This podcast is sponsored by Helix. Helix is offering up to 30% off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners. Go to helixsleep.com/belly. That's helixsleep.com/belly. This is their best offer yet, and it won't last long. With Helix, better sleep starts now. This episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. Go to bluechew.com, promo code BELLY to receive your first month free. Visit bluechew.com for more details and important safety information. We thank Blue Chew for sponsoring this podcast. It's a new look. It's a new day. It's a new life, huh?
Yes, Khalyla.
What's going on?
I recently went through some acid, and now I'm blind.
How do you just go through some acid? How does someone go through acid, Jaime?
You ever seen the show Daredevil?
No, I don't think
The one with Ben Affleck?
Yes. I know who
like
Daredevil
Movie.
is.
Movie.
It's
Oh,
a
yeah, it was
movie.
a
It's not a
movie.
show.
It's
Yeah.
not a TV show.
Yeah.
In that case, yes, I have seen the
That-
movie Daredevil, but not the show.
Oh, okay, yeah, the
TV
movie.
show in the theater you went to.
Yeah.
Did you watch it? Have you watched it with Ben Affleck?
Yeah, he blind.
He blind.
He blind.
He's blind.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something happened to me like with this.
Explain, please. I'm at the edge of my seat.
I was at the hotel, and I was walking to the pool, and
On acid?
no, I don't do drugs.
You just said.
I walked through like a shower of acid.
Oh,
I
actual
thought-
like battery acid.
No,
Like
whatever
chemical acid.
whatever acid they were using in Daredevil.
Roof drippings.
Yeah. Oh, it's too dark. No, a fan gave me these.
Why?
It's
They're
Ray-Bans.
Ray-Bans. Are they like legit?
I don't know.
They're Wayfarers, I think.
Can you tell Khalyla maybe a little why you're self-conscious about your eyes, and then
Oh yeah,
maybe give you advice?
I
how
have
to-
I was watching the podcast and my eyes roll back, so I'm gonna have my eyes open.
Hey, you know what? Can I tell you something from somebody who's got some eye issues herself? So my thing is sometimes I go cross-eyed, but the one thing that people notice the most is they call me Blink 182 because I'm always like blinking. When I'm in thought, I blink, and it's like an anxiety thing. I say don't listen to them and keep rolling your eyes back. Wait, what did they say? Like, were you conscious? Like,
I was watching myself and my eyes do roll back.
When do they roll back? Like, not randomly.
Here, Alex, show Khalyla what Jaime did. Just go.
When we went to Heavy Handed.
Oh my
Burger,
god!
and then he ate it and he really liked it, so he wanted a second one. So when he was talking about it here again, he was like, "I didn't even want that second one, but it was so good."
So he caught himself doing it on the podcast.
He
Wait,
mentioned it, and then now he keeps seeing himself.
that's an appropriate eye roll, though. That's like you were describing a really good burger, like orgasmic. An eye roll is appropriate. So I say don't listen to these haters over here.
Gilbert. No, yeah, I have my eyes open and I'm not gonna smile because he did me wrong too, with my selfie.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna laugh through my mouth.
Can I just say though, that picture that they put up on that on the grid, they did do you dirty. They did you dirty there.
Yeah, I'm
that
trying
one.
to lose weight.
I try to lose weight.
From when they posted to now, I was running every day.
I was like, damn, like but here's the thing, you're much cuter than that. It was just a bad angle, a bad timing. It was just a bad photo.
Do you really want to lose weight? You don't like how you are right now?
Not so much. I don't have a neck, so like, kind of.
Khalyla, don't laugh.
Why are you laughing?
Why you
I'm
laughing?
laughing because like the guy that I'm dating now, he doesn't have much of a neck
Hawaiian?
either. Yeah, the big thick Hawaiian.
Yeah,
He's
but he
got
also
like
has like a six-pack and a massive chest. So
The guy, what's his name from that movie?
Jason Momoa,
Jason Momoa.
No, from Disney, the Hawaiian movie.
The Rock.
Yeah, what's his character?
I don't know. Moana.
Oh, in the movie Moana,
Is he built like that?
he's
Kind-
thick.
yeah.
He's a thick boy.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Oh,
What's up?
You guys know Jay? You guys meet Jay?
Oh.
hi Jay.
Huh? Meet Jay Mohr.
Hi,
Old friend of
Khalyla.
mine.
Nice to meet
Yeah,
you.
Jaime Garcia.
How are you?
Good.
I love he's like Jaime Garcia.
Hey, Jay Gilbert.
Gilbert, why do you extend your hand like this?
That's gay, dude.
This
Dude,
is
this is royalty. This is royalty. I'm giving him
Don't be gay, dude.
Populating employs minorities. This is.
only minorities.
Only minorities.
Ba-da-ba.
Lonely the lonely, but right? Mm-hmm. Roy Orbison. Was he blind?
no, he would just perform backwards. Because I think he had like stage fright. Wasn't that the deal?
The sunglasses were white because of the stage fright.
So he never performed backwards, or you?
Yeah,
Did you make that up?
Yeah, I think I did.
I believe that. You say things that are facts.
I tell people this. I'm like, I think Roy Orbison would face.
In the beginning,
The
he
stage.
no. In the first time he went up, first year he did do it backwards.
Okay.
But then he goes, "Oh, I'll just wear sunglasses." Well, that's not a good Roy Orbison. I'll just do. I don't know. I don't know what he sounds like. But anyway,
He's like the coolest guy to ever live, you know.
he is right.
When they were
Yeah.
doing his like birthday black and white movie,
yeah.
Yeah.
all the band, they were all like freaked out, like, oh, Roy Orbison's here, Roy Orbison's here. And then Bono goes up to him and goes, if you need anything, you know, anything you need at all, we'll just. And he goes, well, I'd like a Coca-Cola.
Really?
That's what he
Wow.
They gave him fucking Coca-Cola.
Wow,
He's
wow.
like, only the lonely.
wow.
That guy got some chicks.
Roy Orbison.
Oh, I bet.
Looking like that, too.
I bet.
I know, but this age, I don't think he would do well. In today's age, he's pale. What's wrong?
I didn't know if that was yours. Relax.
What's wrong?
I'm fucking relaxed, man. I just asked you what was wrong.
No, I didn't know if that was yours. or
Yeah,
mine.
no, I just assumed this is mine. I just switched it.
Yeah, we're righties.
Yeah, we're righties, yeah. Anyway, let's calm down. We're good.
It's nice to meet you.
There he is,
Jay.
there he is. Yeah. So let's begin. Let's start. I just woke up like this, but this time though, I really just woke up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is the real wake up. I woke up in a panic because of his text.
What-
Jay's here. I was like, you know, it was one of those.
He goes, "You're so early." I go, "It's quarter of."
Showtime.
Yeah. Okay. Jay.
Hi, Bobby.
Hi. Whoa, what happened there?
What?
The tooth.
What?
Dude.
1, 2, what?
What? No, honestly, what happened to the tooth?
Bobby, this
Anyway,
is
let's start. Anyway.
You're projecting your own toothlessness.
No, all right. Maybe I'm seeing things. Okay, sorry, my bad. If
Do I have something in my teeth?
see, I knew it, dude. You did the tooth thing.
No, I can't.
Did you see it?
no. What do you mean?
What you didn't do?
Oh,
I could have guessed.
yeah,
it.
yeah,
It's so
yeah.
hard.
Did you see the tooth thing?
So it's cool.
So am I losing my mind?
You're not.
Yeah, everyone in the room, calm down. I got this. All right, I'm not losing my mind.
Why
Here we
is he telling
go.
us to calm down?
5, 4. Well, you know, this is almost done. I'm the captain. We're all drowning.
Ooh.
Is that? Oh no, Juneteenth.
It's past.
It's past. Okay, my bad.
So you're good.
I'm good, right? So here we go. 5, 4. 5, 4, 3, 2,
2, 1.
Jaime,
Go.
when'd you get here?
I've been here since Thursday.
Oh, you know, speaking of Roy Orbison, he
Yeah.
actually came. He was in sunglasses not too long ago.
A fan gave me some Ray-Bans.
Yeah, because apparently he's very insecure about his eyes now.
Yeah. Why?
They roll back for some reason when I talk. So this whole episode, I'm just going to have my eyes open.
Oh, and you've been reading the comments?
No.
Yeah, you have. Have you been reading fucking comments? Like I said,
My
not
girl
to-
has been reading them for me.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Does that count?
Yeah.
No.
And you know how to read, right?
I know how to read.
Okay, good. I know you did.
I know how to read.
I'm not saying your eyes almost rolled back.
I know you
You
almost.
disciplined yourself. This is great. Yeah, there we go. Keep that on. Anyway, 5, 4. Hey! Let me do a long intro. What are you doing?
He's
Bro, are you gonna make me do a
water.
Christian Bale, dude? I'm gonna snap, dude. You don't walk around in the back while. I'm kidding.
I put the waters in the fridge and then I forgot to get them. So
Like
Okay.
they roll back like a nervous tick.
I think so.
Because I had a kid I grew up with. He'd be like, he would talk to you and just drop that on you.
But isn't that
Mike Murphy would be like, you know, because we
You did that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
wait? But that's what's the thing?
Tourette's.
It is Tourette.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
it is
he
like
do?
I think he might
I don't
be.
know.
I think he.
Let me
has
see it.
Tourette.
I don't know. I just do it randomly.
Okay,
Well, you know something because you're changing how you actually behave and live.
I drill into him, dude. He's a kid. He doesn't know nothing.
Well, it
Yeah, I
turns
know.
out.
I love this
it's-
guy.
It turns out he was describing how delicious the burger that he was eating
It made his
was,
eyes roll
and then
back.
he rolled back. So I was like, "Oh, that's an appropriate time for your eyes to roll back."
Let me see how they roll back.
Just dry.
I don't know. I just do it natural. I don't know.
Jaime, just
it's
do it.
random.
Just
Just try to roll your eyes back now.
okay. I was having heavy-handed, and it was delicious.
Oh, they didn't roll back. No.
Yeah, that's not rolling back. You just blink.
Maybe you just keep having strokes.
It's a mini stroke you're having. Yeah.
I think
Do you-
I'm too young
yeah.
to have a stroke.
Okay. Anyway, let's start from the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep all that in, and I want to be jolly, and I want to be light, and I want to be full of love. So welcome to TigerBelly.
Yeah.
Anyway, so many years ago, I think in the '90s, late '90s, I moved to LA. Okay, and then I don't know how I ran into Jay or whatever, but I knew that Barry Katz.
Hey, boss. Barry.
shout out to Barry.
I have a gig for you, Bobby. Are you sitting down?
That's, oh my God.
Oh my God, it's so good.
It pays $250,000. If you want it, you have to leave now. You have to pick up Don Gavin in Chicopee, Massachusetts. Do you want it?
Yeah, it's just so
It's
funny.
canceled.
Sends chills down my spine.
Yeah,
that
it's
is
canceled.
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, you're so dynamic. Look at you. I'm like, make me laugh, you big blonde Jew. Make me laugh. You got these progressives where it's like readers on the bottom.
Oh wow.
So I'm getting like seasick. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna take them off.
Take them off, dude. But
You want to
anyways,
try these on, Jaime?
I don't think I'm blind.
Don't stretch them out.
I know I have a big head.
This guy's got a
That's
lot.
not
on
what
his-
you're saying.
He's got a lot on his mind. This guy.
Anyway, so I think Barry wanted to poach me.
So Barry was.
So Barry Katz wanted me, right? So then there was a guy named Brian. What's his last name?
Volkweiss.
Yeah, Volkweiss, yeah. And they were really so
both managers.
no, but Brian worked for Barry
Oh,
for the
okay.
company, right? And I love both of those guys, and it feels good when people want you. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
Especially for approval addicts like you and me.
Whoa, are you an approval addict?
My first addiction. If you don't like me, I don't know how to act.
Oh my God, dude, we got to talk about that. I've never even heard of that. That's what I have. I have approval addiction, and is that from your childhood? You get that?
I don't know. I was just born needing more. Like I would,
Yeah.
I need more of your attention, more of your affection. Like if we're hanging out as kids, I spend the whole time trying to convince you what a great time we're having.
Oh my God, do you have that?
Yeah, but like
But basically,
you absolutely have that.
I know I do, dude. Oh my God. It's almost as if I figured out kind of like what my real problem is.
But we're two different varieties of approval addicts because I try to be very kind of secretive about the fact that I need it as well. So I'm a lot more like tame in my like approach to needing it, but I do need it just as bad. But I find that goes hand in hand with being like codependent, like for me at least. But I don't know. That's so interesting.
Very
Do you
interesting.
really think you were just born with that? That's your factory setting?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, really.
I've done the work.
Wow.
I've done the
Wow.
research. Yeah.
That's incredible.
So like at my intervention, it was like 8 minutes in, I blurted out, just so you guys know I'm going. But only because the approval addict, the fastest way to get a room of everybody going for looking happy again was to agree to go. It was just mathematics. Like, I can get everybody happy real quick. And I got
That's what I do. That's why I say
Yes.
yes to everything.
Yeah.
I got sober like out of spite. Like,
Yeah.
if I got to get sober, watch this. I'm going to out sober all you motherfuckers. Like I'm going to be the mayor.
Wow. Because even like I'll say yes to everything, and then 6 months later, whenever the gig happens, I always,
Oh, it's the worst.
and then I get out of it.
Yeah, you can't do that.
I do. I lie.
Yeah.
How come my knee is doing the wobbly sound? And they're like, what are you talking about? I go, but by my throat too, And they're like, no. And last night I got out. I said, I'm lying. I said, I had a gig at this comedy store. And because remember, I hit my head last week on a tour bus and my lip split open. So I told the guy, I go, yeah, every time I talk, it opens up a little bit and little pus squirts out of the thing. So I don't know. And he goes, okay.
Yeah, I heard that exact line
Same.
When?
last week.
I heard it. It worked on me, and I said, "Bobby, you still got to do this shoot."
Oh, that's right. You made me do it.
Gilbert,
Yeah.
my pus, my
I
mouth.
try to get out of everything, but I say yes to it in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
Anyway-
wind up disappoint. You wind, yeah.
Yeah.
It's completely counterproductive. For real.
I know.
Like you wind up letting everybody down.
I let everyone down, yeah,
including yourself.
Oh, damn, dude. God damn, what are you doing here, man? This is insane. This guy. Anyway, let's go to the past.
I'm your father. I came from the future to save your soul. Wow.
I think you were the first Christopher guy to do Christopher Walken.
That's
Roger, I saw Roger Kabler do it at a showcase, and you don't know you can do. You don't even know. There's some impressions you don't know they can be done until you watch somebody do it. Like when Al Gore was like running for president, you're like, how do you do Al Gore? You know what I mean? And then somebody does it, you go, oh, okay,
That's how you do it.
So I watched Roger Kabler do it, and I was like, yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
And then every movie I saw, I just walked around. It's like hearing a good song.
Yeah.
Like when you watch like The King of New York, like from now on nothing goes down if a nickel bag gets sold in the park.
Yeah.
I want in. You guys got fat while people starving in the streets.
That's incredible. Let's go to the past. So anyway, and then I was opening for Jay. Then we became friends. And I'll tell you the worst gig I did for you.
USC?
Yeah, dude.
I was awful.
Do you remember USC?
I do because there was like 3 of us, but I remember you went up right before me.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to go out. I didn't want to go up when the sun was still out. It was like a summertime gig outside.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right. So it started to get dusk, and it was like one of those stubborn LA sunsets where it's just light until like 9. And I'm like, I didn't want to go up when it was light out. So I made you keep going.
Yeah.
And you're on stage like, how much longer do I have to be here? You came completely on. You're like, how long do I have to be here?
I know.
And I was like, you're doing great. Just keep going.
Yeah. I had run out of all the material, right? And I'm looking at Jay and just like, it's what the sun. The sun was up in so high. It wasn't going to go down for hours, I felt like. You know what I mean? And I just kept talking. And he kept going, go.
You're doing great.
You're doing great, yeah. What a pleasure, though. And
I didn't remember that till you just said I opened for Jay, and I just started laughing.
yeah.
You were just bending down with your hands on your knees like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah. It was terrible. And then we'd pod, and you've always been. Oh, and then you also had me on your show, me and Swartzen. Do you remember you had that Fox Sports show?
Yeah.
And I played Michelle Kwan. That's
Oh, on More Sports on ESPN.
On More Sports, yeah.
Michelle Kwan.
Yeah, and then Jay, I forgot what Nick Swartzen played. But there was but it's like you've always.
I always love having my friends. Like that's the whole point of like when you get up.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, you come too.
And you've always been. I mean, I fail to mention Jay sometimes. You know what I mean? Or probably all the time. But I say that like Mencia or Paulie. But then you remember. I remember Jay being very, very helpful. So it's like
That's interesting to hear because when I watched this podcast, you guys are talking about how I was abusive.
When?
You and Bert were talking about how
This was like I do remember
like
this.
apparently I slapped Bert around and abused him.
He did that. I didn't do it.
No, it was the whole conversation was about.
Yeah, this was
What did I say?
I remember old studio.
Yeah.
The first time we had Bert on,
Yeah.
I remember there was a whole thing
Like,
about
Jesus.
that. Yeah.
Sorry for trying to help my friends out.
3.8 million views now.
What? How many views?
3.6 million views.
6.
All right. Well.
Yeah, it's affected my career actually. You guys and Joe Rogan have affected me negatively in the following ways. The comedy.
But what I want to say though is
So what is the truth behind that? I want you
the truth about what?
Yeah.
Helix sleep for your back. You gotta sleep good. You guys.
All right, Elvis.
You guys.
I love that one.
Hey, thank you. Well, it's the best kind because it's the best mattress. I have a couple of rooms in my house, and they're all equipped with Helix Sleep because when I have guests over, I want them to sleep on clouds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want the highest quality of sleep for my guests because I love them. So how will you know which Helix mattress works best for you and your body? Take the Helix Sleep Quiz and find your perfect mattress in under 2 minutes.
Helix knows that everybody is unique and everyone sleeps differently. Like for me, example, I run hot and I'm a side sleeper. So I got matched with a Helix Midnight mattress and I have the option to go Luxe, which is slightly thicker and more plush. And I love it.
Did you know that everyone's unique?
I just said that, I think.
And everyone sleeps differently. Did you know that?
I do now.
That's why Helix has several different mattresses like you just mentioned. You know?
And Helix caters to all kinds of sleepers, whether you're a stomach sleeper, you're a back sleeper, side sleeper like me. Plus, they have enhanced cooling features to keep you from overheating at night.
Helix is offering up to 30% off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners. Go to helixsleep.com/belly. That's helixsleep.com/belly. This is their best offer yet and won't last long. With Helix, better sleep starts now. Hey, Blue Chew!
You guys, this episode is sponsored by Blue Chew.
Yeah.
No offense, but I'm a single man.
Oh, yeah, you are, baby.
And I'm free.
You're so free.
But I'm also 52.
Woo!
But let me say something. I have allies.
Yay!
And I have helps. And you know who my allies are? The little blue guys.
Wow.
And if you want to be as hard as the summer day is long, then get yourself a Blue Chew and bring the summer heat, baby. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra, but at a fraction of the cost and in a chewable form. And it's also discreet. Outside when you pick it up Blue Chew, it doesn't have a gigantic Blue Chew on the cover. You know what I mean? Like it just says Blue Chew on. It doesn't say that. It's discreet, so you can go. Oh, my books came or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean?
Part of the book club. Of course.
Nothing to be ashamed of either, right? And Blue Chew tablets are made in the USA and prepared and shipped directly to your door.
The process is super simple. You sign up at bluechew.com. You consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription. Within days.
Blue Chew wants to help you have better sex. Discover your options at BlueChew.com. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code BELLY at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's BlueChew.com. Promo code BELLY to receive your first month free. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast.
Truth about what?
I mean, there's, you guys are friends.
My comments to this day, this has nothing to do with you, but going back, like, I can't post a picture of my dogs without somebody saying, "Did you steal them from Bert too?" Like, literally, that has affected my career to the tune of millions of dollars when Rogan and Bert had that thing on, and Rogan being the comedy end all be all.
Yeah. Wow.
Which is interesting.
Yeah.
That he's the arbiter of funny.
But can I just? Yeah.
Considering all the times Joe Rogan has made us all laugh.
I understand. It's so funny that you say that because it's like now, like, I have a sense of like, I mean,
I'm trying to sell out bars in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
yeah.
And other guys are doing like arenas.
I know, but Jay, I want to. But let's get back to that.
This is a very odd setup.
I know. Just look at me, okay?
Yeah.
Everyone wants to look like him. Look at him and Khalyla, okay?
Oh.
Yeah, but what I want to say though is, and I really mean this from the bottom of my heart. I've never. Sometimes I have seen it, but I've seen your transformation, right? Has been just so obvious to me, and it's just so clear that I'm like, oh, this guy, the path that you're about to lead now is gonna be fucking incredible.
Fuck yeah.
I really believe that.
Right on.
Yeah. You've changed so much. You're so fucking talented. And you've always been a guy where I was like, no, that's the guy. I mean, it's like, Khalyla and I talked about Jerry Maguire, and you just killed it in that movie.
It's my first movie.
Wow.
Really?
And you killed it in everything. We'll get to that.
I was too young to know to be freaked out.
But maybe that worked to your favor.
Stand here, say this with that guy. You're like, all right.
Wow.
I just
Let's go.
watched it a month ago, and immediately after I called Bobby, and I was like, oh my God. Like, because I hadn't watched it since I was like,
I love that
like
movie.
It's a great movie.
Also, I rewatch Picture Perfect every 2 years, and you were the dream guy.
Thank you.
I grew up in the Philippines, and I was like, I don't know if you guys watched that with Jennifer Aniston, but it was like,
Nope.
it was like a young, it was like the young girls, kind of like.
Cinderella watch, the whole deal.
There was the hot Kevin Bacon character, and then there was Jay, and then he got the girl
young
at the
twink.
end.
Wow.
I love this movie.
You're so cute there, dude.
I know.
I know.
If I knew I was that good looking, I wouldn't have been so angry. Like, what was that guy worried about?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You look back at old photos of yourself,
Yeah.
you're like, I was killing it. Like, why was I upset about anything?
Yeah. You were killing it.
How old were you?
26.
That's 26.
Yeah. And you had been on SNL by then or no?
Oh yeah, SNL was 20 and 21. Or
What?
21 and 22.
We were 21 and 22 and got SNL.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Barry. Barry Katz.
Yeah,
So he
All right,
followed
man.
through.
He followed.
So he had,
first of all, but just before, Barry Katz
I
used
know.
to be the king.
Barry,
The king.
the single most influential human being in my entire life.
Wow.
At 18 years old, you meet a father figure that says, I'll take care of everything. You just go on stage no matter what. I can't pay my bill. I got it.
Wow.
What about this effing guy? I'll talk to him.
Wow.
I can't do it. I'll make it right. You just keep going on stage. Just keep going. And he had a comedy club, and he's like, when you walk into the comedy club, you're going to be the next guy up no matter what.
Wow.
And you're like, all right. So you just keep going. Monday, Tuesday, 6 people, 60 people, doesn't matter. Just walk in, you just leave your house, go, I'm going to go try these jokes. It's insane how great it was.
Wow.
Like, what a setup.
Yeah.
Like, that's like Malcolm Gladwell, you know,
Yeah.
type shit. Like, the confluence of events and those 10,000 hours in that one room. And then you come out to LA. And then, so he had SNL auditions at his club, the Boston Comedy Club. And it was in the summertime. It was on the second floor, and there was no air conditioning. It was fucking tropical brutal.
Wow.
And he goes, all right, you go up third. And I'm like, great. And everybody there from SNL left halfway through the fourth guy. So there was
Wow.
10 guys that just went up and fucking like, oh, this is it. Nobody there. No one even watched it. If I went up fourth, wouldn't have gotten it.
Wow.
Just went up
was
third.
Lauren there?
Lauren was not there.
Yeah.
Lauren was there the second time. So they wanted to see me again. And then I went to Stand Up New York, which is like an operating room.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Yeah, it's so weird though. Yeah.
And then also the whole time I'm doing my SNL audition, I thought I saw like, there was like Sandler and Marcy Klein and Lorne Michaels, and there's somebody else. And I see Rob Schneider and David Spade. I'm like, all right. So after every like impression, I would just stare over there, like just let them know I wasn't like intimidated. And then I walk off stage and I walk past them over here.
You were looking at the wrong people.
I was like just staring down at an investment banker from Patchogue, Long Island. This guy's there with his wife like, why is this guy fucking staring at us all night? I hate this guy.
Yeah. Wow. They were over there. And then
I was wearing sweatpants and a like a wrestling camp t-shirt.
wow.
It's a good look.
And
Just
did
came
you
from the gym, took the train, had a couple
But when you went up, sometimes when I go up, I go, that's it. Did you know that or no?
I knew it was there was 12 ounces of water in an 8-ounce glass.
Wow.
Like it was you know.
Yeah.
We're like but you've also done things like that where an audition or something where you kill it like that and then you don't get it and you're like, whatever, dude.
Yeah.
And then you're like, what?
Yeah. But then I always go, because I don't get it, but I always go to my agent, I go, tell me what the deal is. And like, yeah, I mean, they loved you, but you know what I
Had
mean?
an offer out,
Yeah,
too.
but you know, Ken's gonna get it. Right? Yeah, that's my whole story. Ken Jones gonna get it. You know, Dr. Ken. Anyway, yeah. But my point,
aware.
yeah. But so when you got off stage, you look at them, you walk by them.
Oh, so then I go out onto the sidewalk to walk home, and Marcy Klein runs out and goes, "Don't leave. Lauren wants to say hi to you." And there's this big giant white limo outside, and I'm like, "Why?"
Dream.
But here's the alcoholic. I'm like, "Why? I gotta go home." Like, what do you want me to do? Like, how I gotta stand out here like an idiot?
Wow.
And then he came out and he goes, "Good job." And then the next day, I flew because I had to go home and pack because I was doing a college, Catawba College in Catawba, North Carolina. It was me and Anthony Clark.
Wow.
So we fly in. It is a shit kicker town. We are literally at a Motel 6 alongside a highway, and 18-wheelers are parked in the parking lot. So I'm like, after traveling all day, I'm like, I'm going to go upstairs and take a nap on the second floor of this Motel 6. And he's got this long pole. He's cleaning out the pool, and he's like, I'm going to clean out the pool. And I go up to my room, and the phone rings when I'm laying down. It's Ruth Ann Secunda, my agent, and Barry. And I'm like, immediately, I'm like, my parents have died in like a car accident, right?
Right.
And they go, you got it. And I'm like, whoa. I go, okay, let me just call you guys later. So I hung up the phone and I go back downstairs, and Anthony Clark, he's like tall, skinny.
Yeah, I love
so
him.
He's still cleaning out the pool, and I go, Tony, I just got Saturday Night Live. He goes, well, there goes that nap.
I love him so
Yeah.
much. Yeah. And then, so when you went, because a lot of people got nervous or intimidated. Were you intimidated when you went to the show?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The auditions, no, because that's what I do. We do stand-up. And it's in a club that my manager owns. And then it's in the second one. I know they want to see me again because it's the second time. So then you get a little cocky, like, all right, let's go. I'll go up in sweatpants. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Everybody else is like in their perfect comedy outfits. And they're,
Yeah.
you know, back in the day when guys would like fold this over.
Yeah.
Like the 90210 shit.
Right.
I was like, these guys are fucking. Let me handle my business.
Yeah.
But going there, you just don't know. It's like just showing up to a town, but nobody's out. Like everyone's gone home.
Right.
So like you're there and you're there on time, which is like noon because that's what they told you. But nobody else shows up till like 5.
Right.
And you're like
the
just
guy.
sitting by a reception desk and like literally no. And you're like, who? I don't know.
Yeah.
And then somebody goes, yeah, they'll be by. You know, and every conversation, like somebody's got shit to do. They're all walking past you like, no, you talked to. And then they start coming in little by little. And you're like, everyone's like, these Harvard guys are making sketches on their computer and hitting send.
Wow.
And I'm sitting there with a yellow legal pad like, do I put Phil Hartman's name or the name of the character?
Yeah. So who was on the show then?
Chris Farley.
Oh my God.
Most beautiful man I ever met in my life.
Wow. Spade, yeah.
Sandler, Spade, Schneider, Ellen Cleghorn, Julia Sweeney, Phil Hartman, Norm MacDonald, and Sarah and Dave Attell were hired at the same time.
Wow.
And I shared an office with Attell.
Wow. I just saw Attell last week.
I love him.
I love him so much.
I love this special.
Yeah. Which one?
Hot Cross
Oh,
Buns.
great. Yeah. But Skanks to the Memory is like our white album.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, what a sentence. That's our white album.
Yeah. It's incredible.
Every special now is just, everything's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's like it's just an ocean of pretty good.
When you
It's
listen,
like there's no
when you
special
listen to Skanks, you go, "Oh, this is."
How do these freaks get on our aeroplane?
Yeah. But I hurt my, I got stitches, and out of all the comics on
You
the
didn't get
tour,
stitches.
I did. Look.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Out of all the comics, that was on that tour, he was the only one to call, Dave Attell, and go, "How are you?"
Yeah.
Yeah, he is a good dude, and I forever, I would die for that guy. I would
Who
die
else
for
was on that tour?
Sam Morril, love him. Dan Soder, no, nothing.
No.
Yeah, Bert Kreischer.
What do all those guys have in common? Where do they come from?
What do you? No, this is fun. This is great. I love this game. They come from America.
The guy
Am I
not
doing-
in that crew
Yeah.
is the guy to reach out and actually ask how you're doing.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Whoa, you're blowing my mind.
I've had nothing but time to think about all this as I sit around wondering why my late show and first show have been combined and it's still not sold out.
Yeah.
One day I'll get on a mic and vengeance will be... No.
Jay, I'm telling you though, dude. I promise you, you're there.
Oh, I love my life.
Yeah, you have a great life, by the
I
way.
go out every other weekend. I take a nap every day. This is my nap time. That's how
Yeah.
important this was.
You're a good dad.
I am a great dad.
Yeah. And I met your kid at the premiere thing for Sweet Dreams.
Mackie's the man. My youngest is
Yeah,
fucking-
yeah.
He doesn't realize how cool he is.
How old are your kids?
13 and 21.
Oh, whoa.
We go bowling like twice a week. Me, my wife, my son, and like a couple guys. And a friend of mine came in from Japan. So you worry about like your kid's grades and like, man, he's just fucking like, what's going on?
Yeah.
You can't get him to just be motivated, like just to. And then we're all sitting around, and one of my friends flew in from Japan with his daughter, 18-year-old, half Japanese daughter. And he was my first roommate in New York. He moved to Japan to speak English. And so we're all standing around, and then Mackie, my son Mackie, just goes up to the 18-year-old, like adorable 18-year-old half Japanese girl, goes, "Hey, I don't think I introduced myself. I'm Mackie. I'm Jay's son."
Wow.
And I was like, this guy could sell fucking jets to me. Like, I don't get C's. Fuck it. Like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
because at the thing, he came up to me, looked me right in the eyes, and go, "What's up, man?"
He loved you.
And I was like,
he's like, that's Bobby
shit,
Lee.
This guy's an actor. He's
goes,
Nickelodeon
"Dad."
or something. I don't know.
He goes, "Dad, that's Bobby Lee. He's got over 1 million followers."
Wow. Oh, really? He said
Yeah.
that? Yeah, well, wow.
But he also watches like Nick Avocado, so who knows where he is.
Nick Avocado. Yeah. So he's a cool kid, and you're great in the movie, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah. Because I want to say this about Sweet Dreams. Have you got who? Okay, who in the room seen it?
I haven't seen it yet.
Somebody should have ran a comb up to me.
Yeah. So no one in the room has seen it, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you this right now: George, Gilbert, Alex, Jaime, Khalyla. If you guys did a movie, I'd see it.
I bought it. I just haven't watched it.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, really? Yeah. You haven't seen it?
No.
Anyway, I love the movie.
Is that
The-
Anderson .Paak?
And
Oh,
Spock
yeah.
was there. Yeah.
Nice.
That black guy kneeling was he really blew me away.
Gata.
Kate, what's his name?
Gata.
Gata. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how do you blow you away?
He was such a good actor.
Yeah, I loved him. But anyway, I've talked about this in the movie with especially the scenes with you and Johnny. It's the most realistic sponsor-sponsy kind of depiction I've ever seen in any movie, and it's the best depiction of AA meetings I've ever seen in the meeting.
Well, they were smart. They filled it with AA guys.
I know that day was incredible.
That was fun.
Because I walked into that shoot, and all the men in there were people I know from the rooms.
Smart.
I go, what the fuck? Holy shit. And Elijah's like, this is the real thing. You know what I mean? And you're sober, so it was just like, that speech you did was incredible, dude.
You didn't see the movie?
I haven't yet.
I weighed
no.
240 pounds in that movie.
You did?
Wait,
Yeah, I
what's
lost-
you weigh
Wait.
now?
190.
What the
50 pounds.
keto?
I just got sober and I started eating.
Wow. So
I was coaching wrestling on speed. So like I lived in Malibu. I'd take my paddleboard out. I'd paddle to like the Malibu Pier and back, which is 6 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I'd go to wrestling practice. Then I'd stay up all night. So
Wow.
you burn some calories.
Yeah.
Then you get out of rehab and you just
Yeah.
sit in 3 meetings a day where they keep serving cake.
Yeah.
And you're
I
like,
want to
what?
talk about that. So the last year of you using, what were you doing?
A lot of driving around town. A lot of
You're in Malibu?
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
scratch off tickets. A lot of drive through car washes.
Yeah.
A lot of I was just using. Just
Meth?
Oh no, Adderall. I was sorting Adderall.
Adderall, yeah. Sorting Adderall.
I love pills. I'm a pillbilly.
I love pills too.
fucking love pills.
I love pills so much. Anyway, pills my thing. Yeah, it's my jam. But anyway,
That's such a good secret.
yeah, you could
Why
see-
else do you have this little pocket here?
Yeah.
I
not
thought
for
that
my
was for
Vicodin.
mustard or ketchup packet.
Oh my god! Must never bump into anybody.
I just saw a thing on TikTok, but
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
it was they were
I
trolling
believe it's
me.
for a watch back in the day.
Yeah.
Really?
Pocket
And what is
watch.
this one for? The kerchief?
Yes.
The kerchief.
The pocket square?
Sure, pretty sure. I don't even know what you're talking about. To be honest with you.
Yeah,
Pocket square.
pocket
Yeah.
square.
Yeah.
Oh, on a
Like on
cigarettes.
t-shirts even. Is it cigarettes? Because I know you put your cigarettes
I put my
in there.
cigarettes there. Yeah, and I put my heart there.
Cutie.
I love when you guys did that podcast where you had to tell the truth or take a shot.
All right.
Oh, that's right.
I was
yeah.
really. It made me like love the two of you. It was so honest and beautiful. It showed like a very deep love. Like it was really great.
I actually had a big cry in the shower right before I got here. Thanks for mentioning that. And it was because I
Wait,
really
today?
Just today before I got here. And it was like this deep, overwhelming like realization of like how much I genuinely like love him. And it's so weird. And I called my
How'd you meet?
sister.
Where in Thailand? Where'd you come? No,
Not
where's,
far.
where'd you say you grew up? Philippines?
Hey, I grew up in the Philippines, but I
You call it like tapak tararan like Morse code, that language.
Tinder. We met on
Tinder.
Tinder.
We met on Tinder when Tinder was like,
Back in the day when it was
like
new.
12.
When it was classy.
Yeah.
Seriously.
At some point, in the beginning, we didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
It was just fun, you know.
I look people like, how'd you meet mom? Well, I was taking a shit and I swiped right. I went, oh, there she is.
Yeah. Well, that's essentially what happened. And then
Yeah.
I would drive to Long Beach, and we went on dates, and it was incredible.
You made time for her every time you showed up.
Yeah, I went to extra lengths to get to her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'd made the effort,
Yeah.
and I think that's important.
I thought you met her in the Philippines. You met her here in California?
I mean, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm just,
What a weird interjection, dude.
I'm just
Christ.
asking.
No, that was really good. Dude.
Roll your eyes back.
I was
now.
like,
No, Jaime, you haven't talked all day, right? And in your mind, you're like, oh, when can I go? When can I go?
No.
Yeah, that's when you went?
well, it's 'cause-
Yeah.
Why'd you make him a cartoon?
Yo, what accent was that?
When do I go? Yeah. So that's what, how long have you been thinking? Like
since
5
I
seconds?
started talking.
Right.
I was like, they have Tinder in the Philippines?
And they actually do.
They actually do?
Yeah.
Like
In fact, you know what? Jaime, they have electricity as well.
Yeah.
They do?
And shoes.
And
yeah.
potable water,
Yeah,
believe it or not.
They have everything there. man.
Clothing.
Yeah.
Is it potable or potable?
I don't know, but you know what it means.
Yeah, like,
Say it.
well, the
You're
way
right.
I know it is like
Potable means it's
you put
drinkable.
Yeah, drinkable.
fucking call it drinkable.
Oh.
Why do we need
But
the
why
extra?
do they call it?
Potable is drinkable?
Yeah.
Yeah, potable water is like access to clean water that you can drink.
Like this water's not potable means don't drink it.
Whoa.
Jaime, you know I was just joking, right?
About what?
When I was like,
Yeah. Yeah. He's doing great.
what's your job here, Jaime?
I'm not sure yet.
Yeah. So,
Neither are we.
Jay, Jay, so Ralph Barboza, was I saying it right?
Yeah,
Ralph
Barboza.
brought him, young comic from Texas, and he just came one day, and I go, what the hell is that, right? And Ralph goes, well, that's my friend, bro. And I go, and we talk to him.
So let's make him the third mic.
So we fly him out all the time.
Why should these guys get a crack at it?
Right. I've had
We've
them
had
10
tries.
years.
We've had tries.
10 years. Anyway, so let's go to the Malibu, Adderall, and then
yeah.
a big intervention.
Yeah, so you have to lie to get a drug addict to their intervention. Did you have an intervention? Oh, God
No,
bless
we
you.
tried.
Because I got sober when I was 17, and when I was 17, I stayed sober until I was almost 30.
Wait, you
No, just let me stop.
okay.
And I went to meetings, so every time I would go out, I already knew where to go. Almost.
Yeah.
I would maybe need detox or whatever, but I was like, no, I know.
You
what
were
to do.
loitering with intent to recover.
Yeah.
I
Said
think
that like Colin Quinn, you know?
Yeah.
I think his last relapse, though, we did have our own small intervention between the three of us, and I don't think he remembers it.
I don't remember what was said.
It was in this room, and
after
it
a
was
podcast,
saying like, "Hey, like you're absolutely falling apart," and you know, like,
Norcos?
No,
Pills?
no,
Booze?
just booze and
Old school.
and weed.
Yeah.
Like I was, I would take 1,000 milligrams a day.
You ever fall asleep with a cock ring on?
I feel like he,
Answer
I feel
that.
like
Answer that.
he
Answer
does that sober.
I do. Yeah. Yeah, I have one on right now. No,
You ever wake up and be
Yeah.
like, uh-oh.
yeah. Is a cock ring solid? Because I have rings that vibrate. But what's yours?
No, I don't have one now.
Oh, you don't. But did you ever have one?
Yeah, my housekeeper found it, and I
Yeah.
told her, oh, that's, when I write, because I write so much,
Yeah.
every time I hit the space bar,
Yeah.
I'm getting carpal tunnel syndrome, so I put that on my thumb, so it's like a
came up with?
cushion.
That's amazing.
And then for months,
Yeah.
she'd be in the kitchen cleaning. It's an open floor plan, and I would put this fucking cock
Yeah.
ring on and be like,
Is it solid metal?
metal?
Yeah.
No, it's not metal. It's rubber.
It's rubber. Okay.
metal.
metal.
Yeah. Do people have a cock ring?
What are you, a
that metal?
steer?
I don't know. I don't have a cock ring. I have a. Is it metal?
Well, Naked Bruce at Burning Man had a metal one.
There we go. Thank you so much, George.
Naked Bruce?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He would
Okay.
always greet you. He was one of the main people that greeted you.
Right on, Naked Bruce.
Yeah. Right on, Bruce.
So the lie they told me to get to my intervention was, my podcast was going then. Boy, I got out of the podcast at the wrong time. You guys are making money. It's like, I don't want to talk about squatty potty.
Yeah. I did yours a bunch of times. Remember back?
Yeah, of course I
back in the
do.
house,
You're one of my
yeah.
favorite guests. I was told the next morning for the podcast at 8 a.m. I was going to interview Wu-Tang Clan.
And you believe that?
That's how high I was.
Damn.
I thought
all of them.
Wu-Tang Clan was coming to my house at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
I thought the 8 blackest men alive. We're going to set 8 different alarm clocks.
Including
walk in-
ODB.
No, 8. I said 8. So that I could come into my cracker house so I could interview them and help them with their career, put them over the top. Little grandiose.
Yeah. And then
I
how many
walked-
people were there in the intervention?
10, 12. I walked in, but here's the thing. I walk in, everybody's there. An intervention is like the worst surprise party ever. Like you walk in, you see everybody. Your first instinct is like, oh my God. Oh no. You like start cursing out your you become like a demon. You're like, you fucking old bitch. You fucking lied to me, you old bitch.
Wow.
Like you go nuts.
And sometimes it's like they have paper.
Oh yeah, they had your papers and everything.
They wrote something. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, this is serious.
But I walked in, I'm like, you guys got to get the fuck out of here. Wu-Tang Clan's about to come over. You guys got to go.
insane. That's insane.
Yeah. And then I saw the interventionist. It was like, one of these kids is not like the other.
Wow.
He was an old skinhead. He had a swastika tattooed to his head.
Wow.
I was like, I don't think this guy came with Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah. But he was probably very direct and.
He was, in hindsight, he was really like bananas.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But did he say?
I knew it. I mean, my mom got sober when I was 10. So I knew it worked. That's probably why it took me so long to do it. Because I just wanted my will that much longer. So I knew it worked because I watched my whole family's lives change.
When you're in that state, are you able to really hear everyone out, or is everything sort of just like
Well, it's
a
Adderall,
blur?
so it's a little like, you're like super like railed up.
Yeah.
But I knew, like, I kept so many secrets. I kept the fact that I wanted desperately to get well a secret too. So I was like privately relieved.
Yeah.
And like I said, they were all so disappointed. I'm like, oh, I know how I can make everybody like me again. And I just agreed. I went to an all men's rehab. It was all like Mexican gangbangers and me.
Wow.
Órale, vato, ¿qué pasó?
Yeah.
Jaime, a puto so chinga madre, cabrón.
I'm not a cholo.
Huh?
I'm not a cholo.
No, they were. I'm talking about what happened to me. I'm talking about my life right now.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah.
Improv.
When I went to, you get it.
Jaime, you gotta learn how to improvise. Dude.
Nimble.
That was insane, dude.
Fumble.
Yeah. I mean, anyway. So then, but when in the intervention, when you saw everybody, because when I know it, I know. Like in my mind, I'm like, when I'm ready to get sober, I'm like, okay, this is.
I was ready.
I was. Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember, I always thought I was like a high bottom drunk or an addict. Because like I had a car, I had my girlfriend, my wife now, but it's like my career. But if you look at my IMDb page, it's pretty obvious. It's like Academy, Keanu Reeves, Forrest Whitaker, Al Pacino. And then there's like this big gap. And then there's like a talking dog movie.
Yeah.
And I'm like, not even a lead dog. Like, no, you're the receptionist at Chewy Vuitton. I'm the Bark Williams masseuse. Welcome to Chewy Vuitton.
Yeah.
Like literally. And
Wow.
then, yeah. So I thought I was like I'm a high bottom. I'm not like these other guys.
Yeah.
Even though I'm standing in line for meds in my fucking pajamas at 50.
Yeah.
And then they changed my meds when I was in rehab because they didn't think I should be on Klonopin, Norco, Soma,
Oh, shit.
Vicodin, Adderall. All. And I was like, what? 3 of those are prescribed. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like so I had a tantrum, which I was great at. And I went back to my little twin bed and I threw myself down and they give you these big, giant water bottles with the name of the place on it. Like, and I was just laying in my bed crying and I'm sucking on this water bottle and I saw my reflection in the closet mirror and I was bald, like skinhead bald. And I looked just like a fucking baby with a baba, like, and I saw my reflection. I was like, well, if that's what I look like, then obviously my take on this isn't.
Right.
I was fucking crying.
Oh my
like,
Yeah.
fucking infant in a crib.
Yeah.
I've had hair surgery since then.
You have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where'd
I've
you
been
get
an
it?
Interesting monster.
Did you
Can't
go
have
to
an
Turkey?
Interesting hairdo. My
Did you go to Turkey for?
No, I'm not gonna fly on a fucking plane with a bloody head for 9 hours.
Everyone's
I'm not
doing
yelling
that.
at you. I know. It's like, there's also a guy up the street.
Yeah. I'll go to that.
Well, yeah, but I'll save 10 grand.
Yeah. No.
Like, fucking get a job.
I do think it's a little bit. I do think it's a little comical. Like, have you seen like the flights back from Turkey? It's just dudes with like bandaged heads.
Yeah, like who? Like
That's
what?
so
I
funny.
don't like to fly anyway.
Is it that much cheap?
It's that much cheaper, and then you get the whole 5-star hotel experience, concierge service.
And Turkish chicks, bro. Fucking Turkish chicks. And a weed whacker.
How do you feel about men who don't own up to hair transplants?
That's their problem. Who cares? I've just always been like, this is what happened to me, so I just talk about it.
Yeah, no, I love it. If Bobby, when we were still dating and your hair started to go out, I'd be like, hey, you should get them.
I feel like I got to pull up the photo of me fat and
I
bald.
would love to see it.
You have hair plugs?
Yeah. Thanks for stopping by.
Jaime,
Thanks for stopping
I can't
by.
tell.
Dad.
there literally is a 20-minute lag. Yeah, I need you to be in sync.
I'm listening.
No,
wearing
you're like
his-
behind. You know what I mean? Like there's no Wi-Fi or something in your body.
That's his UN headset.
I got hair plugs?
Yeah.
That's me in this movie, Sweet Dreams.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, you look completely different.
Yeah.
Can I show it?
I saw him there.
Yeah. You know when you get sober, there's no like.
Yeah.
How about when you get sober, there's no dick pics anymore?
Yeah.
You don't have to panic.
Yeah. When I saw him on set, I was like, "Is that Jay?"
Who? J8J.
Yeah. Let me see it. Yeah.
How are you? How about I have your cornbread?
Yeah, it's incredible.
Wait, so that's just from all the cake at meetings?
I just did. I was told it's got to go spiritual, then mental, then physical. So I just
I mean, that
worried
makes
about
sense.
my
And-
spiritual first.
And also, if you're on Adderall, it's such like an appetite suppressant, and
yeah.
like it just kind of keeps you very slim and not food obsessed. Wow.
Baldy.
Wow.
Damn.
It's
Now,
incredible.
if I gave it to them, then you'd have a podcast.
yeah.
None for you, Mr. Hitler.
Okay, I want to talk about Jerry Maguire. So you're on SNL. How did you get that movie?
I auditioned to be Jerry Maguire.
Wow.
No. You're asking about Jerry Maguire, right?
That's what I fucking said.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Yeah.
You have the strength of 5 middles.
Yeah.
I auditioned to be the quarterback that Jerry Maguire, Jerry O'Connell.
Jerry O'Connell, yeah.
And I just, for some reason, I just could not do a fucking Southern accent that day. I was like, well, I'll tell you what. I just blew it. I was trying to do Anthony Clark, and then I was trying to imitate something else. I'm like, my whole family is from West Texas, my mom's side. So I'm like, I just sounded like an idiot. And I knew I blew it in real time. And then they said, have you read the script? I'm like, yeah. There's a male.
Did you?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. There's a male. These days, no way.
Yeah.
I just read my part.
Yeah, me too.
Like when you go through a photo album, you only care about the pictures you're in.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, what do I know? Like, I don't know what you guys were saying before I got here.
So last week, Abby's like, you have to go to the director's house. I go remember that? I go, for what?
You know what?
Yeah. Yeah.
I wish it was that.
Yeah.
We'd be
so much easier. I mean, dude,
Oh,
I would be, Avatar
Sign me up.
3, Bobby Lee. You know what I mean?
Buy a lot of
I'm blue,
Listerine.
you know what I mean? Yeah.
Buy a lot of Listerine with 20 million.
Yeah, I'm blue because there's so much cum on my skin. But
Now I'm hungry.
yeah.
That's all it takes?
So I'm driving to.
That's all it takes to be
Jaime, I
famous?
swear
There
to
we
God.
go. He's trying.
I'm listening.
Stay you, Jaime.
He's trying.
Stay you,
I
Jaime.
like it.
Yeah.
It's interesting when we're talking about dicks, he pops up.
Yeah. That's
Guy's
all
a
it takes.
fucking mime for an hour.
And I literally, when I'm parking, I'm reading my part so that I don't look like an asshole. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, so then you read the script.
Yeah, so they said if you read the script, there's a part of the male nanny. Why don't you go out and read that in the hallway and come back when you're ready? So I went, all right. So the part of the male nanny, just the beauty of the universe, he says to Tom Cruise, make sure I want you to use something. And he thinks he's going to hand him a condom. He hands him a cassette of live jazz. And he goes on and on about this is Miles Davis and John Coltrane, 2 masters of jazz. I had that cassette.
Wow.
So as he's explaining the band, I knew exactly who he was talking about, who he wrote. I'm like Cannonball Adderley and Nat Adderley, his brother. These two, and Miles Davis only used Tony Williams on drums because he was 18 and he wanted.
So you improvised.
No, I knew everything he said. I already knew.
You already knew it. Yeah.
So I was like, all I got to do is mention the band.
Wow.
And so I was like, got it. They're like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
And I went in, I was like, bow. And then I got a call back for that. And then when I did the callback for that with producers, Jim Brooks, Richard Sakai, Cameron, and everybody, I did it. And then there was like this weird quiet where everybody's just, and I remember Jim Brooks was standing up, leaning against his desk. Like everybody else was sitting down. And he just goes, how about sugar? And I was like, holy shit. He meant like Bob Sugar.
Wow.
And they're all like, yeah. Like nobody wanted to bring it up. And
Right.
It was very awkward.
Wow.
And so I said, well, yes, but I'm not going to do that in the hallway. Can I come back next week? And they were like, yeah. It was like a Wednesday. They said, come back next Thursday. So I was just fucking, that's all I did. And then I went back and I did it. And then they had me come in on a Saturday to read with Tom. And
Can we talk about that?
Yeah.
I'll never meet him, but I assume he's super nice.
One of the absolute best men I've ever met in my life.
I do it.
Cruise, right? We're talking about Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Not
get the
Tom-
fuck out, dude. No, dude. Yeah, it's Tom Cruise. Jaime. Yeah. Have you heard of him?
Oh,
Yeah.
who hasn't?
Yeah, dude. That just.
Maybe the Philippines. They
No, we know
Absolutely
our
not.
Tom Cruise. We know
Yeah,
our,
they know that.
yeah.
And I met Tom Cruise on Filipino Tinder. Just to bring it all the way back for you.
Nice.
I just saw him at the Taylor Swift
Yeah.
concert.
He's the best.
Yeah.
He's
So
like
you're
he's
one of the
just
greatest. Right. So you show up. I assume he's just a mensch.
I walk into Cameron's office. He's sitting down eating his lunch, and I'm like, "Well, there's strike one."
Wow.
Like I'm interrupting his fucking lunch.
Yeah.
Like great, and he's like, "How are you?"
Wow.
You know, he's like that magnet. Like
Yeah. Yeah. Nervous? Were you nervous?
Of course.
Fucking Tom Cruise, man.
But also, you've been reading with casting directors. You've been reading with like nudniks with offices on Ventura Boulevard.
Right.
And now you're going to actually be across, like finally an actor is going to read with me.
Wow.
And it's the actor in the scene. So it can only be, if you want to be great at golf, eventually you want to play with the club pro.
Yeah.
Like, let's swing.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I like playing with the caddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want the ball.
But you've been reading with people like, oh my, like she's holding a cam, like, whoa, oh my God, I can't believe.
Oh, right,
you know?
right.
And then now you got a guy like going,
looking at your eyes and
you
reacting.
ungrateful. Oh, like I sickened him.
Yeah.
And there was a part in that when I have 2 lines back to back with like a weird pause in between. And I knew in real time, they were wondering if I forgot my line.
That's how long. Oh, right.
Yeah, we're staring at each other so long.
Yeah.
And eventually I go, you want it smaller. And I'm just like, wow. And he's staring at me like he wants to fucking kill me. And I'm staring. And then I realize they think I forgot my line.
Yeah.
He might think it. This is getting really uncomfortable. It's like a balloon filling up with air. And all I got to do is say my line right before it pops.
Yeah.
And I went, you want it smaller. And I was like, I got the part.
When you did that.
Like no one's gonna sit here and have the fucking balls to just stare Tom Cruise down. Like, sorry, you're fired, asshole. Sorry. Like I don't.
Yeah.
But I'd also auditioned like 15 times with all. I already knew these people.
Yeah.
But the problem was they already had an offer out to Owen Wilson,
Oh.
Whoa, I see.
and I didn't know any of this till years later. That's why he was like, "What about Sugar?" So because he did Bottle Rocket with Jim Brooks. So they had to rescind his offer, which
whoa.
never happened.
Wow. That's insane.
So it goes to
That's
like
so crazy.
David Mamet's book, True and False, which
Yeah,
is like
yeah.
my acting Bible.
Yeah.
It's like when you audition, it's a farce. They already know. They have a list of who they want. You're not on it. They have a backup list. You're not on that one either. You have an overseas list. You're not on that list. So it's just a complete fucking dog and pony bullshit show.
Yeah.
So you have to do something where they have to rethink their lists.
Wow.
But he also says when you go into an audition, know that everyone in that room is your moral and intellectual inferior because at one time in their life, they wanted to do what you're doing, but they took the desk. I was like, this
That's a
motherfucker.
good approach.
Fucking goosebumps.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I never thought that.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm the bitch and they're my master.
Yeah, no, you're
And I'm
working
gonna
a
suck their
fucking
dicks. Yeah,
camera.
Yeah, well, yeah, dude. From now on, dude, that's what I'm gonna think.
Could you
dude.
do that, Bobby? Could you walk into a place and really believe like someone is your moral, intellectual inferior?
Yeah. I mean, I made a choice. I'm like, I have to make this choice. Right? That's so funny. Yeah. So
I'm about to piss my pants. You guys talk.
All right.
I'll be right Playa Vista.
Where's
Oh,
that?
nice.
It's by LMU on the way to LAX. You still don't know.
Very nice.
I know you. When you
I don't know.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Marina Del Rey, go towards Lincoln, take Lincoln towards LAX. You'll pass through.
I see. Is it nice in neighborhood?
Yes.
Yeah, I bet it is.
No, it's a shithole.
No, Playa Vista.
What?
Playa Vista?
What's it called?
Playa Vista.
Playa Vista. You got it.
Yeah, that's it, right?
Playa Vista.
Near the airport.
Playa Vista.
Yeah, I looked at property. At
PLIBI.
Yeah, I know how it's spelled, dude. I just said it.
Spell it.
Playa Vista.
Playa Vista.
PLAYABISTA.
You got it.
Playa Vista.
knows.
Yeah,
Bobby knows.
I know. You know it?
No, vato.
Okay, good.
Yeah, he's not a vato, cabrón.
No, not vato, bro?
Oh, chill out, Holmes.
Wait. You don't know Spanish either?
I do know Spanish.
Say something in a sentence.
But he's
Anything.
not. Yeah, he's not maybe.
Like, what do you want me to say?
Say that.
Yeah. What do you want me to say?
Oh, shit. ¿Qué quieres decir? Okay, my Spanish is not that great, but I know Spanish.
We believe you.
Okay.
How are you alive?
How do you not drown when it's raining? How old are you? You could be 13, you could be 33. I have no idea.
Oof, that's a harsh karma.
That's harsh? How's that harsh?
Yeah, how's that?
I don't know. I heard somewhere else. But no, I'm 28.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you live in
Dallas, Texas.
Dallas. You're Addison Improv or no?
No.
Are you a comic?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
You played the Addison Improv ever?
Yeah.
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 Dude, I love that room.
What, like afternoon?
Open mic.
Yeah. Sunday matinee.
Opening mic?
Yeah. Do you like that room?
I love it.
Yeah. When's the last time you played it?
Probably 18 months ago.
Yeah. Do you stay at the hotel in the back of it? So I always stay there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's got a little kitchen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it there.
Yeah.
You just walk there, It's
the best.
It's the best.
It's a good life.
Dude, we have a great life.
People are like, don't you miss your kids? And when you're on the road, it's like, no.
Yeah.
Oh, I just take naps and watch To Catch a Smuggler all day.
Yeah. But
First
do you
48.
get depressed ever, though?
No,
Oh, wow. Really?
no. I was diagnosed bipolar and manic depressive in the middle of my addiction. And then I got sober, and it turns out my biggest mental issue is I'm a drug addict. I'm a self-centered motherfucker.
Yeah. Wow. And I here's another.
What do you get depressed about? It might be a stupid question.
You're asking me? Thank you for asking.
Is it specific? Is it situational or? Is
let's talk real then. Why not? We're here, What's wrong?
I'm just having a good time.
Yeah, I'm having a great time too. My depression has to do with the truth is, it's what's going on like online. When I read, terrible things about myself.
Isn't it amazing if you don't read it, it doesn't exist?
I know. So I stopped reading.
Yeah. I'm quite the waterman, Bobby.
Really?
You paddleboard, right? Do you surf
Fish for my
too?
paddleboard.
Do you fish too?
I'm gonna go Thursday.
Whoa.
From the
Fun.
paddleboard.
From the paddleboard.
Yeah.
What are you getting at the
Calico
moment?
bass.
I love calico bass.
Oh, it's the best calico bar.
I love calico bass. Are you?
I know calico bar. Like how you skin it, how you cut it.
Bista. Fly Bista.
Do you,
Calico bar.
are you able to like fish for other like bigger fish like
Of course he
yellowtail
does,
or
sweetie. Why didn't you ask that
Dorado
question?
You can, but it's not likely because it's also what you're using. Like you use a crankbait where they just kind of go. The lure goes like 2 feet under.
Right. I like it a
Right,
lot.
me too. And so, what a delicious bass!
White sea bass, very good.
If you belly am I not right? The belly of the fat of the belly of the calico. Is
Bobby, where was your Mad TV audition?
No, we're not doing this. Then.
What?
We're not gonna You're gonna sit in the other chair or
I'm
whatever.
trying to save you from the.
This bit. You mean? Well, cut it out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I save it by cutting it out. You know what I mean?
Such a daddy.
Yeah.
Wait, do you feel as though like fishing has sort of like saved your mentals at times? Because for me, like the ocean.
No, I had complete. I'm not trying to cut you.
Yeah.
I had complete psychotic breaks on my paddleboard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like out there, just in tears.
I had a complete conversation with Ralphie May.
No way.
Jay Mohr, if you got a bird on your helmet, you stink. And I was like, how could you say that? The Falcons, they stink. They stink, Jay Mohr.
Wow.
And I was just paddling around for like 40 minutes like, the Eagles, he goes, stink.
Wow.
And it wasn't until like years later, and I'm like, oh my God, that was a psychotic break. Because he was just...
This is obviously after he passed?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that'd be funnier. It'd be funnier if like, no, he was on the next paddleboard.
You had a gigantic paddleboard? Yeah,
No,
like 3 of them. Yeah.
smaller.
Oh, smaller.
Looked like Jabberjaw.
Bobby. Yeah. Yes, it's funny. Yeah. When you said his name, it just brought me. I mean, what a fucking loss, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I try not to think about it because if I think about it, I have to deal with the emotions of it. So I just pretend they're still around.
Stand up. How do you overcome like looking at the audience? I don't know if you look at the audience.
Ooh.
I'm
I
just,
do like soft focus. Like I'm looking at where your neck meets your shoulder right now.
Yeah.
He's sensitive about his neck.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm looking like, all right, I'm looking at your headphone.
Okay.
Like right here.
Yeah.
But it looks like I'm looking you right in your eye.
yeah.
I just do that.
Okay.
Here's what can I answer or no?
Sure.
Is that for me or?
Yeah, you're a comic too.
Yeah.
right?
What I tell young guys is this works for me is I try to lock eyes with the front row.
Oh, I hate that. I can't. It's like too personal and weird. Like, and everybody's doing crowd work now.
Yeah.
It's like
I'll tell you why.
I get embarrassed.
I
People
tell
are
you
like, what
why.
are you doing? It's like I don't know. Am I?
I'll tell you why it works for me then, Jay.
What's that?
Why I do it.
Yeah, please do.
Because I'm so scared that if I look at their eyeballs and I connect with them, right? It just shows, because I feel like I'm not an alpha male, and I feel like it kind of exerts my dominance almost. Like I'm not afraid. You know what I mean?
I like that.
And so, once I do that, I'm fine. If I don't connect, like some of these stadium things that sometimes they like the Chrysler fully, you know what I mean? It's like there's no way to connect, so you're just kind of like eating it in the first couple of minutes, I feel like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, that's what I do. I try to lock eyes.
That's when you play to just like sections.
Yeah.
Like if I just picture like bubbles.
Bubbles, yeah.
It's like having a massive net with like thousands of fish in it, and you just got to bring it in with most of the fish in the net.
Yeah. And it's hard to even know if you're doing well. Almost.
What you said about being an alpha male, letting them know you're not an alpha male, it made me think like maybe I'm afraid to make eye contact because people assume I'm an alpha male, and if they make eye contact with me, they'll be onto me. That I'm really not.
Yeah. So you don't think you are an alpha male?
I guess I have to go by like other people following me into situations. So I guess I am like in the program. I'm obviously.
You're an alpha male.
A guy who has to declare he's an alpha male is unlikely the alpha male. So it's a good sign that you don't outwardly say, I'm the alpha. Because I feel like that's a very beta thing to say.
If there was a zombie apocalypse, like right now, like it would probably.
I got you.
It'd probably go you.
I got you.
And then you. And then you. In terms of like, and then maybe you're tied with Gilbert. No, you're dead. You're a zombie, dude.
What are the circumstances? Like, what's going on?
No, I'm just
for
saying.
Survival?
No,
or for leadership?
No, leadership. We're in a compound. We're trying to survive together. I think automatically, just what I would do, I mean, I would pretend I was like vice president or whatever.
Yeah.
But to me, it's like, I'm like useless, right? But my point is that, but I would always go to Jay, right? And go, like, I would be like his like a little henchman.
Yeah, because you're a little too loud. They'd find us very easy.
Fuck you.
He's a survivalist. You know how to fish. Calmer demeanor.
Yeah.
So
Nobody's ever said that about me. I'm so happy right now.
it's that you can hear.
I've had a psychic change.
Yeah.
The program works.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Do you believe that? That you and I would be sitting together and a beautiful girl would go, because you're like mellow, like who would ever.
I know. You don't know. I mean, yeah.
Well,
this guy's fucking Tasmanian devil, this guy.
Oh, I used to be.
I know, not now.
Here's what I know. I know that when there's a big situation,
Yeah.
I let everybody do the fucking na, and then at the end I'll go, or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's only one way to win like a dick swinging contest, and that's not to play.
Wow. So so basically, I would be like, all right,
Like you guys fucking argue,
yeah.
and then
all
I'll
right,
be
George,
like,
you get the boards, and you do like this, and food later, right?
Yeah.
where's the antibiotics? We're gonna need that.
Right, and then he comes at the end, and then I'm going to be like going, oh yeah, that too. Oh yeah, okay, I get it. Yeah. So you would wait.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I still think that you would.
Why? If there's zombies coming, I might speak up a little quicker.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll just push him in the doorway and we'd offer him up.
Yeah,
That'd be
yeah.
feasting for days. I love this kid.
I've
Don't you love
watched
them? Yeah.
zombie movies, so I think I'll survive. So
Yeah.
I'll push.
Yeah, can I ask you about zombie movies real quick? You always see able-bodied zombies. My point is that in zombie movies, in zombie movies, right? It's like normal, you know what I mean? Able-bodied, average people get bit. They become average.
You never see like a zombie in a wheelchair.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Or like a dwarf zombie.
You never see a zombie going.
Yeah.
You never see a zombie going like.
Yeah. You never do that. Yeah. You never see. It's always just average zombies. What happens to everyone else?
That's a good point.
Like the one with gigantism.
When did trans start happening? That's my question. Because if we're gonna go, it's been on my mind. Because I got a new joke where I'm like,
all right.
because my new joke is
Here we
like,
go.
like I grew up in New Jersey in the 70s.
Yeah.
Like trans.
Yeah, exactly.
Like what happened? Like in the old days, it was like what happened to like just jerking off into your mom's pantyhose and going back to coaching Little League like a man? You know what I mean? Like where's Mr. Pignatello? He'll be here in a minute.
Yeah.
Like there was no.
I know.
It did not exist.
Do you think because people were afraid to come out that way or no?
But this isn't just coming out. This is I was born with the wrong gender.
Yeah.
Trans.
Yeah.
Very specific.
But even if they're born with the wrong gender, they're just afraid to speak up because of society, don't you think? Or
That's
no?
a shame.
I know. I think they were scared.
That's
maybe.
the fucking worst.
the
Like
worst.
the fact that you even have to come out.
Yeah.
Like, why can't I just?
I just want people to be.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm really like into the issues, you know.
Yeah. It's like, you
We
know.
had a guy, we were riding our bikes. You know, your parents are like, stay away from this guy. It's like stranger danger. He might be a pederast. Or I remember we were riding our bikes from another town. There was like 6 of us. And there was a guy in a Dunkin' Donuts parking lot jacking off. And we were 10 years old. We surrounded his car like, like, look, this guy's jerking off.
Yeah.
And then he was like, and he put the car and he drove away and we followed him. Like, come on, jerk off, man.
Yeah.
Like we were 10 years old.
Yeah. Wow, yeah.
It was like the funniest thing. They were like, this guy's fucking jerking off.
Yeah. You don't think they would do that now?
No, now it's like there's a whole like my son's school. Like if a kid hurts another kid's feelings, there's like a fucking Zoom that night with all the parents to talk about the core values of the school and what we could do better as parents. It's like,
yeah. I mean, my theory is this, and I'm probably wrong, but I look back at my life, and you know, my dad used to beat the shit out of me, molested, all that stuff, right? But I wouldn't change any of it because it's like number one, I'm sober, right? Number two, I overcame certain things. I became resilient, you know what I mean, when it comes to like, you know, being in San Diego in '95, not knowing how stand-up worked and just showing up, signing up, and just actually doing it, right? And I don't think that if I had the fucking history that I had, that I would do that. You know what I mean? I just kind of overcame a lot of things. And so, I mean, I think bullying's fucked up or whatever.
we were both molested by a guy.
You were too?
You too?
There was a guy, I didn't know it.
You
Great.
I didn't know it
Great.
till later in life. Like he'd come home from like his like school.
Yeah.
Like he lived at the school.
Yeah.
He lived down the street from me.
Yeah. I don't want to laugh, sorry.
And then,
What kind of?
like Down syndrome.
Okay.
And he had a whistle.
That's the best kind, by the way.
That's how, yeah.
Yeah, very good.
He had a whistle. That's how we knew he was home, Stevie. He'd be like, "Beep," and we're like, uh-oh. And we had to run away because he would always pick us up by our balls.
Oh, he was a strong one.
Oh, yeah.
They're all strong. Yeah, they're all strong.
Herculean.
Yeah.
By the way, I thought of you last night when I was bowling. I saw a Chinese guy with Down syndrome. And I remember you guys were having a conversation like, no, they don't exist. I'm like, no, I saw. He was obsessed with the ceiling fans. It was amazing. His mom had to like snap him at him at the bowl. He was just like,
Wait, does Bob have an accent or no?
I don't know. I couldn't hear that.
Oh,
Like 3
yeah,
lanes away.
yeah.
So this guy would go, "Whip," like do his whistle, and me and my friends would all be like, uh-oh. Because it was like over and over. Always grabbing us by our dicks and picking us up over his head.
Was it sexual or more aggressive?
It was, I mean, I don't know if it could be unsexual, but it was definitely more aggressive, like party time. But there's something sexual about it. Obviously, otherwise you pick us up by our arms.
Right.
And so we ran up, it was a dead end street in Verona, New Jersey. We ran up the street to my friend Todd's house.
Yeah.
And we went in his house, into his basement. And there was an L couch with a liquor, like just a table, but the table had a solid front, like that black cloth with wood.
Yeah.
But if you went under the couch, you could like hang out behind it.
Whoa.
And that's where we were. 20 minutes later, fuck, like he's noodling for catfish.
Wow.
Like when they noodle for catfish, like just dragged us out by our fucking balls.
That's so funny.
And I got little nuts.
Yeah. Wow.
Like I don't have big hangers on me.
Wow.
I was like,
incredible.
oh, that's not good. But I'm like it never dawned on me
Yeah.
that was like, oh,
Right.
for me. It's like, no, that's just growing up.
Yeah. Survival.
Yeah.
You need that thing. You need it.
Yeah.
There was a kid. I've never brought this up again. It was just remind me.
This is the best.
This is the best. So I was living in Minnesota, and I can't say his name because I know his full name. His name was. Start out.
Oh, Jesus.
Just I went because I want people to know, right? And we hung out every day. And one day he looks at me at a park. We're in a park, and he goes, "Can you kiss me?" And I'm like, "What the fuck, guy?" I didn't say that. I probably went, "What?" And kissed me, and I kissed him.
Yeah.
That's how needy
Yeah.
French.
I was. Yeah, I think it was his tongue too.
How old were you?
I was about 8 or 9 years old. I
How
remember.
old was he? 30?
No, he was the same age.
Yeah.
And I remember it happened for a whole year where he would want to kiss me.
Yeah.
And then one day I just went to my dad. I'm like, I think I told my dad, and he goes,
Bad.
don't ever see a again. That's what he said. And I never hung out with him again.
But you guys would kiss every day for a year?
Yeah, we kiss a lot. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
It's sweet.
Because I liked him so much, and I instinctually, I think back then I didn't know the word, but he was gay.
Yeah, of
You know what I mean?
course.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Was he like, so were you guys a fish? Like, you guys dated at 8 years old? He was your first boyfriend. A whole year of kissing, Bobby. That's 8-year-old boyfriend.
That's like 12 months.
It's a full 12 months.
12 months of kissing.
Yeah, I chalk it up as, I'm so needy, I'm willing to do anything for them to
Where
like
do
me.
I fit in? Who do I fit in with?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's sweet.
Yeah,
At the
I'm willing to do
detriment
that.
to my own,
Yeah, exactly.
how I feel about myself.
Yeah.
I will make the sacrifice to fit in at least with this one person.
Dude, I want you to be my sponsor. I know you have a lot, but I'm just saying I'm going to call you more often.
I wish you would.
Because I get in pickles, dude.
Me and this kid Eddie used to blow each other when we were 10. And
I love it. Eddie?
And,
yeah.
he's like, "Do you know what a blowjob is?" And I'm like, "Yeah," but I didn't know.
Yeah.
I thought a blowjob was when you went on like lady parts,
yeah.
which probably doesn't feel
Yeah,
bad.
that's okay.
Yeah.
That's my dream job.
Yeah.
Like summertime, the air conditioning's out. Like, Denise, did you call the blowjob guy? Just go under the desk.
Yeah.
Never have to touch anybody.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Oh, the best, right?
Yeah.
And so then he showed me, and I was like, "Oh, this is
Well, he did it to you.
yeah." And then he goes, "Now you do it to me." I'm like, "That's crazy."
Did you?
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, I do it to you, then you do it to me." I'm like, "That doesn't even make sense."
Yeah. Now, even you telling that story, like I know a lot of comics that would never say it, or people, but when I look at my past and I do things, there's no shame attached to it for some reason.
No, like kids are so
Like Jaime, do you have an
exuberant.
experience like that?
Oh no,
Yeah.
I have not.
It's interesting.
So that guy Eddie, you know what he does now?
What does Eddie do?
Chief of police.
Is he really?
Really? That's amazing.
How do you put my headlights on at night? When I drive as fast as I want to New Jersey. Like, what are you gonna pull me over?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool. Well, listen, do me a favor. Go back to your squad car and let Chief Eddie know that you got me. He's gonna be like, "Don't ask him any questions."
That's insane. So Jay,
Wait, I have one more
Go ahead.
follow-up question to that. Did you guys do that like frequently? Because I mean, I'm sure it felt so good.
Well, that's why there's shame.
Wow.
It feels good.
Yeah.
right?
That's the root of shame when you're molested. It's 'cause it feels good.
Yeah, and for me, like the worst part is like starting to feel like this attraction to
Were
the
you
person.
molested?
Mhm.
Great. It's like it's crazy.
It's crazy, and it's like
you know what I mean? Like now that you're an
yeah.
adult with kids, it's like
Yeah, it's insane.
who like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, you must also look at your kid, because I remember when I was 11 doing meth, but I look at 11-year-olds now and I go, holy fuck, I was young.
yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I look at kids and I go, I was that fucked up at that age.
But you were saying you get this. I'm using the word perverse, not like it's perverted, but the definition of like coming at
Yeah.
a weird angle.
Yeah.
Like you grow to be attracted to your.
Yeah, you grow to be attracted to the person who hurts you because you just have a very limited understanding of what's happening outside of like, oh, this feels good.
Yeah.
You know, so the embarrassment or the shame of it is cannot be defined when you're young. It's not until later and where it like then you're a fucked up adult and you're like, oh fuck, like now I can make sense of what happened. It really is gross. You're like, ew, I have a crush on who? My older family member who's doing this to me is like so like you can't make sense of it when you're a kid, you know?
Yeah. You're pretty well adjusted. That's cool.
Sometimes, no, I'm still very like deeply unwell, but some parts are okay. But
You're a great girl.
thank you.
I'm telling you, I learned more about the two of you in that 8 minutes I watched on YouTube of you guys
Of
doing
the
the.
cut.
It was so beautiful how honest you
Yeah,
were.
I mean, come on.
You hate compliments, don't you?
I hate them.
Why is that?
Yeah, why? Are you?
Oh, it's like my whole existence. Like, pat me on the head and let me know I'm a good guy. Alcoholic mom, I don't get enough attention from dad.
Yeah. I don't know
Every
why-
guy in the program is just a surrogate father that I'm trying to please.
It's gross when I do it. It's like,
That's
you know,
a really good question because you are someone who's like an approval addict.
Yeah.
But you do really have a hard time with compliments.
He wants approval on his terms.
yeah.
Oh.
Like I catch myself doing it too. So Saturday night, I had a pretty good set. But there was a couple of, jokes that didn't hit or whatever. And so I had some people after the show going, dude, you were so funny. And I caught myself going, yeah, it was all right, man. It was weird. You know what I mean? And like,
Yeah.
they don't know. Like, shut the
can't-
fuck up, dude.
I know, I do that all
Shut
the
the fuck up, dude. Just say, thanks, man, and move
yeah.
on, dude.
Well, you will. You'll get better at it.
I want to because it's gross when I catch myself doing it. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
I think the difference between actors and comedians, actors are look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me.
Yeah.
Comedians are look at me, not now though.
Yeah.
Now look at me. Now stop looking at me.
Yeah.
Now look at me again.
Yeah.
Now don't look at me.
Wow. Why is that?
Who knows?
Who knows?
For me, it's just I need attention.
Yeah.
I need that affirmation. Like think about being a drug addict in comedy. I get applause on my way to work. When you're walking to the stage, they're so happy to see you.
Yeah.
They're like, fuck. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like imagine if you guys came in here to set up the mics and there's 100, 200, 300, 400 people going, yeah. Oh my, yeah. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And then if I talk for an hour, we've agreed on the time.
Yeah.
If you talk while I'm talking, you get thrown out. Do not fucking interrupt me or there's going to be a situation.
Yeah.
There's a staff of people whose job it is to make sure you don't fuck up me talking.
Yeah.
When I'm done talking, I get a standing ovation.
Yeah.
Then I sit alone in a hotel for 21 hours.
Damn. Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Of course we're drug addicts.
Yeah. It's crazy.
It gets real quiet in those hotels in Albany.
My God, dude. It gets sad too.
Why sad?
What? It's just like
What?
You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
then, like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a mess.
And then the worst. It's also the.
I'm good at home.
Yeah, the hotel. Like sometimes they have chips and stuff.
Oh,
You're right.
they're
So you
gone.
open up these. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they go downstairs like I think my mini bar. Like,
Yeah,
doesn't stop
but it's always
till
like
late.
mom and pop chip places too. So like the chip is like hard or whatever.
Yeah, it's never like Utz.
Yeah.
It's always
crazy.
like Denise's chips.
yeah.
These are made with love and shut
Yeah,
up.
shut up. Yeah.
That way they suck.
Family farm.
Yeah, that's
you know
why
what I
they
mean?
stink. Give me some preservatives.
Yeah.
Then you go to like Whole Foods. Like
Yeah.
you know what the bananas in Whole Foods never are?
What?
Yellow. They're never fucking yellow.
Ever.
Did I get a yellow banana?
Yeah.
Like no,
Yeah.
but these are grown. Shut up.
Shut up. Yeah. I want
This
yellow.
meat has no antibiotics. Like I don't want to get bronchitis from a meat. Like shoot mine up.
Yeah.
Give me the steroided out burger.
Yeah. I'm Jay. I think I just feel like there's going to be a huge Jay Mohr
How about
coming.
How about the grand irony is it happens when I could care less. You spend your whole life chasing it,
Yeah.
and then you reach this like exhale, this nirvana. The definition of nirvana being, and I mean, who
Yeah.
knows,
But dude,
bro? You know as well as I do. You get into a program like we're in, and you actually help guys change their lives. And get free of the bondage of self. And then your agent's like, you want to put yourself on tape for this? You're like, not really.
yeah.
Like that sounds stupid.
sounds so
I gotta
stupid.
you gotta put yourself on tape. Like what am I a fucking put myself on tape guy now? I couldn't think of What am I, fucking Doug Lineman?
Yeah.
What am I filming the Born Identity in my
Yeah.
goddamn fucking? There's a ping pong table in my room.
Yeah.
Like how am I gonna take it out?
in this garage, how many times?
So many times.
Yeah. He said I always call him, and I have to look at it. I got to do it again.
Right, I'm the judge and jury.
Yeah.
And then
it's a 9-hour event.
and then you're like, oh, why'd my eye get crooked right there? Like stupid things.
Yeah.
Like that's what I look like.
Yeah.
Look like an idiot.
Although lately I'm just doing one or two, and I'm like,
Fuck it.
fuck it.
Right.
Yeah, I don't care.
But it's like if I'm the guy filming me to do this part, let me just save everybody some time. I'm not gonna get it.
Yeah.
This is idiotic.
Yeah.
Like I like that dog and pony show. Like here comes the next guy.
Oh, you like that?
Well, yeah, because we're comics. We talk, we break balls. The guys in the waiting room are like, he's been in there forever.
Oh, right.
And you're like, I haven't even started yet. I'm just like, oh, really? Yeah, you ever try this place? Yeah. Oh, yeah? Hey, blah, blah, blah. Look at the other guy.
Yeah, right. You
Yeah.
killed before.
Yeah.
Yeah, you killed before.
And then you leave and they're like, he was great. He was a terrible actor, but,
Yeah.
but he made us feel nice.
But Jay, I want you to keep putting yourself on tape.
All right.
Do you do it?
For what? You got something
Anything.
for me?
Oh, dude, you don't. If with the shit that I got going, no audition.
I can play an Asian.
No, I'm writing stuff that's just kind of just regular, you know.
I like working with my
no,
friends.
dude. The shit I got going, dude. You're
Why-
no
why-
read, no read, dude. Offer only. Yeah. All right, give Jay a round of applause. That was fucking amazing. I love it.
That's all. All right. So how about
your
this?
dates?
See, no.
No,
I got a call from Springfield. They said, hey, they only got 40 tickets sold the whole weekend. Would you mind canceling? I said, not at all. So I'm off for the summer. You don't have to do any of that.
Okay.
But that is my Instagram's Jay Mohr 37.
Yeah. That's Jay. That's fucking criminal.
It's all on my fifth step.
Yeah, it's fucking criminal, dude. No, we're gonna. Yeah, I know what I'm gonna do, and I give Jay another round of applause. Woo! That's fucking criminal.